2 weeks ago, we asked the superintendent about a new principal. Let's meet him now.
Why did our morning routine change last Monday? I'm Maddie Hayes.
And I'm Parker Pumphrey. Mustang TV News starts right now.
On March 26th, McCracken County School Superintendent Josh Hunt appointed Jonathan Smith as the new principal of McCracken County High School.
The now former head football coach has already started work. Charlie Moore and Lauren Denton spoke to him this week.
Back in 2007, Mr. Smith started his teaching career at Paducah-Tillman High School. After 7 years, he earned the role of assistant principal of curricular. He also led the school's football team as head coach from 2018 to 2021. In 2021, Smith transferred to teach here at McCracken County High School. By 2022, he took on the role of head football coach, bringing his dedication to education and athletics to McCracken County.
It's the draw of the people. The people here are genuine. We have top-notch facilities, we have top-notch faculty, we have top-notch coaches. That's always been the draw for me. I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited for the people that I get to work with.
Since 2022, Mr. Smith has been a math teacher for most freshmen and sophomores. Many students would say that he was very dedicated towards his students and would thrive for them to do their best.
The talented students that I have seen in my time here, but I think I've gotten to see a lot more just this week. Being the head principal of McCracken County High School, you get to touch so many people in so many different capacities. And not only touch people, but you get to see people and have an impact on their success.
8 contestants completed another successful round of The Voice this week. This round of The Voice was duets. On Wednesday, the remaining 8 contestants sang in duets and followed up with a solo performance. Students voted and moved Trinity Sheepman, Carson Chestnut, Kyla Hawkins, and Skater Hauser to the finalist round. Erin Warner sang Linger by the Cranberries for her solo.
When I found out I was going through to the next round, I was so excited because it gives me another chance to pick another song and to perform in front of everybody, and it's just really fun to put in all the time and work into the songs.
Look out for tickets for the final round to go on sale next month to help decide a winner. Band attended their concert assessment and was able to get a distinguished on their pieces for the 11th year in a row. Concert assessment is just like K-Prep, but for bands to go and get judged on their music. Our band went and performed 3 pieces called Song and Dance Blue and Green Music and Imaginarium. The Mustang Band was able to score another distinguished title and another plaque to their wall. Ezra Adams is a sophomore in the band and shares how he thinks they did.
I know that there were a few mess-ups, but I believe that from what I heard, I believe that we did really well.
The marching band will be going to Universal in a couple of weeks to march in the parade and will perform My Old Kentucky Home and How to Train Your Dragon.
McCracken's chess team competed in an open tournament at Paducah-Tillman this past Saturday. In the women's division, Mrs. Dossett came in first place. In the men's division, Cy Hines placed first, Shaw in third, and Charlie Beckner in fourth. Cy says he's getting ready for the big tournaments. He makes sure to prepare beforehand.
I drink caffeine and sleep. Just study it, I guess. It's kind of like a bad answer, but it's the best thing you could say, really.
If you want to keep track of the chess team, you can follow them on Instagram and see more of Cy Hines and the other students that are on this team. Mustang Zones were implemented this week on Monday, replacing going straight to your first hour class when you arrived at school.
Mustang TV's Zach Poe has more.
Because of Mustang Zones, students are now expected to go to either the main gym or cafeteria when they arrive at school. Breakfast is still served when walking in the doors, but coffee is instead served in the cafeteria. Students are supposed to sit and wait until 7:12 to be dismissed to first hour. This has caused mixed reactions from students.
I think it's good because you can go in there, hang out with your friends, have a good time for the 12 minutes you're there. Well, I just think it's just a little absurd. And I don't really get the point of it. I get it's to help make it separate, but I think it's having everybody in one place just kind of makes it worse for the students.
I think maybe for smaller schools or younger kids it would work, but I don't think it's for us.
With the sudden drastic change in the way McCracken operates in the mornings, students have been confused as the rules and the reason why administration has made this change.
The big thing about it is there is no perfect solution to a school this size to making sure that everybody can be supervised and monitored in an efficient way. By being able to know that we are sending kids to 2 different places where they are supervised by every single adult in the building allows us to know that we're getting you in a structured environment in the morning.
Students are also confused as to why they can't wait in their car before coming inside. but Principal Smith has answers.
We can't really monitor people when they're outside. You know, we know that once you get inside this building, once you get through the weapons detection systems, and once you get to one of the secure places that we have, we know that you are where you're supposed to be. And when you're outside, that's not really something that can happen, you know, but the big thing for us is when you get here, get out of your car, come through the building, allow us to put you through the system so that we can keep it as smooth as possible and we can begin instruction on time at 7:20.
Make sure you're going straight to the zones once you enter school, and always ask for permission to leave for any reason.
Over the last school year, several MCHS students have been working on individual and group projects for STLP, Student Technology Leadership Program. They host a statewide competition, and this year over 21,000 people attended. Semi-finalists include freshman Bruce Huddle and seniors Rebecca Dosimo and Haley Caranogan. Haley also participated in Newscast Challenge, putting together and presenting Mustang TV news to a panel of judges, and coming first in the state.
Goes to McCracken County High School from McCracken County. Their big winner. Congratulations to all of our Newscast champions.
I was very shocked. At first, I honestly, if you want me to be real, I wasn't really expecting it. I do think that we're amazing, but like I have seen other people and I'm like, you know, you never know. But getting that win was very satisfying, and I do think we deserve it.
If you want to see other winners and challenges or learn more about the event, visit the STLP website at stlp.education.kentucky.gov. MCHS Theater Department performed their new musical, The Addams Family, over last week, spanning from Thursday to Saturday. Ethan Brown and Izzy Shear led as Gomez and Morticia. The department started work for the play in the fall semester, then auditions came around in late December, and rehearsals started in early January. All the people worked really hard to get this show running, rehearsing from 3 to 5 times a week till show times, which ended up leading to an amazing performance.
We've got a lot of great people and a lot of great people that are coming up, and in this show they stepped up, and we have a lot of underclassmen that I'm really looking forward to seeing where they go.
It was a super fun experience. I really enjoyed being able to share the stage with amazing people and talented people. I loved working with a new department since this is my first year doing the MCHS Theater Department. It was super fun. I loved it.
I started to think about the fall and what play we're going to do in the fall, but I really allowed myself a little bit of downtime to focus on some classroom things before we make any big announcements. Of course, there's always a list that's running in my head of what could we do, but we won't finalize those things until the summer.
To see photos from the Addams Family musical, go to MCHS Theater Department Instagram page. Caden Drake, a junior here at MCHS, is very passionate about his hobby in astrophotography. With such a unique hobby, what is astrophotography?
Mustang TV, Zach Poe and I spoke to him.
Astrophotography in itself is just basically just imaging any object that isn't like the Earth.
This is Caden Drake, a junior in McCracken who specializes in deep space astrophotography, a type that focuses on galaxies outside of our solar system.
Well, I do deep space astrophotography, and I specialize in like nebulae, galaxies specifically. I do take photos of some planets and the moon sometimes, but generally it's just that kind of stuff.
While it all sounds very complicated, he had a humble beginning. Starting with just a telescope and the camera of his iPhone 7, he began taking photographs of stars when he was 13.
It was just a hobby. That's originally how I started it, but through just doing it and showing more people, it's become a big opportunity for me.
Recently, he wanted to start an astronomy club, but with Mr. Hauser's departure, this is uncertain.
Yeah, so I actually was in talks with him, and now he's not here anymore, unfortunately, so I don't know how that's going to go, but hopefully maybe I'll figure something out.
With the total solar eclipse coming up next month on April 8th, the only one here in the next 20 years, he's very eager to photograph it to further his collection.
Spring break starts next week. What are you doing for spring break, Maddie?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Thrifting.
Thrifting? Got it. This is what students and staff have to say of what they will be doing over the break.
I'll be catching up on some sleep and watching St. Louis Cardinals opening day baseball. You know, I just got my license this year, and the entire time I've lived in Paducah, I've never went out to explore. So I'm going to find new places. I'm going to go out to probably Shawnee and go hiking, LBL too, and just spend my spring break trying something new.
I'm actually staying in Kentucky for the first time. I'm not visiting any of my kids anywhere, so I'm going to be around Kentucky.
I'm not going to be doing much. I'm just going to be chilling out. Probably going to hang out with someone, but not much.
I'm going to be going to Gulf Shores in Alabama, and I'll just be on vacation with my family.
For spring break, I'm just going to stay inside, play video games, be on my military strategy games, all that military stuff that I want to do in the military stuff.
I'm going to be going home to play some games, maybe probably watch YouTube. That's like how everything.
So for spring break, I'm going to be going to Gatlinburg on vacation for a couple of days. And yeah.
I'm going to Seaside in Florida with a couple of my friends and hanging out.
Do not forget, while spring break officially ends on Friday, April 5th, we are also out on Monday, April 8th for the eclipse. We are in the path of totality. Totality should start at 2:01 p.m.
With a winning streak, our softball team is dominating this season. I'm Lauren Denton with Mustang TV Sports. Our softball team has only had one loss this season. Despite some changes to their team's dynamics and strategies, they have been able to show how much their hard work pays off. Senior and number 40, Grace Henderson, has played softball since she was 4 years old and shares her experience this season.
We haven't lost a game yet, and I've missed a couple games for some other activities, but the team's been really good. We've been playing as a team. It's a different team environment than it has been in the past couple years. We're not going to be a home run team, but we string together hits and we play for each other.
Cheer on this team as they compete in Alabama over spring break. Their first game is on April 1st at Orange Beach. Congratulations to our Mustangs track and field team on placing second at their first outdoor invitational of the season, the Invitational of the South. At Marshall County, they had several top 3 medalists and personal records broken. Cannon Ford with first in the 110-meter hurdles, and James Berrigan with first, along with Cooper Falconite with third in the 200-meter dash.
It felt pretty good, finally waiting to be able to run again for the team. The meet overall was very windy. Like, it was windy and cold, but I mean, we did really well as usual. We got second in team-wise for the boys. So it was a good opening meet.
Stay tuned for more updates on our track and field team at kymilesplit.com. For the past few weeks, the tennis team has been on a roll. They had a couple of matches over this month. Earlier this month, they had a scrimmage against Elizabethtown. They also faced Union City here at home on March 5th. They also, on March 9th, were at an interventional at South Warren. On March 12th, they faced Paducah Tillman at Tillman. On April 4th, the women's tennis team goes up against GPS. So far this season, the McCracken County baseball team is 8-2. They had a big win over Marshall County with a score 14-0. Coach Zach Hobbs even got his win number 250 for his career this past weekend. The team has to keep focused and play as a team and be locked in through the games and through practice. Senior Scott Moffett talked about how they need to stay focused and not get distracted.
I think the biggest thing is just staying together as a team, the brotherhood we have. We're playing really good baseball right now, and we're sticking it out, and I think the goal is everyone, we just want to win a state championship and bring one to McCracken County High School.
The next few games for the Mustangs are against Graves, Tillman, Apollo, and CCA.